Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on a Saturday morning in cloudy England in the middle of summer. It's always cloudy or rainy here. Let's see those bananas. JG424, thank you. Mumbles, T-Monkey, Carrot King, Ems Cowu, Baserman, Ponybutts, Aphelion, Prazzle1, Master Blaster called Patrick, JCW, I Love Cats, says, did he just start? We did just start. Sallyman, Hockey Panda, Bill Cooper Hooks, thank you everyone for the bananas. Chili Penguin as well, thank you for the bananas there. And we got a resubscribe for 15 months in a row, well over a year. Randy Nicole 2002, thank you so much for your resubscribe. I hope you all have a good time in today's stream. Thank you for the bananas, let's get to it. By the way, I put slow mode on in chat today. I'm going to mess around with that a little bit because I believe our moderators are not here today. Well, Randy's here obviously. But I wanted the chat to be a little bit slower than usual because I've been really struggling to keep up with chat, and I thought we'd change it up for today. Bam! There we go. There's Minecraft. Let's get those horrible pigment sounds. Let's hear them grunt away. Today we're listening to some Orang. There's a new album out by Orang, so felt like listening to that. It's been out for a while, but I don't know. I've just been listening to it. I really like it. It's probably not the best style for Minecraft or for playing Minecraft, but yeah, I just felt like listening to it. It's a lot spookier, a lot like his old records. Next boss says, what country do you live in? It's so early here where I live in Netherlands. I live in the UK, it is early here too. This is our Saturday morning stream. Look, when they're on fire, oh I love this, dynamic lighting is great. Oh, that bounced off you. Do you know, I'm just shooting these because we're chatting. That's literally it, just giving them a bit of hassle. And yeah, 90 levels of XP, not bad. We got a resubscribe here for 2 months in a row. It is Stringy Pissalon. That doesn't sound right. Stringy, how do you say PS like that? Psst. Psst. Oi, psst. Buddy, thank you for the resubscribe. I have successfully butchered your name as a subscriber. You can use the butcher name emote and have a go at me in chat. You get my permission to. Right, we're up here because Tango, I believe, I haven't watched the video yet, but judging by the thumbnail, I believe that Tango has successfully, with the help of Impulse on one of his live streams, gotten us the, what do we need? Skeletons, that's what they're called, skeletons, yeah. I was about to say I didn't bring any lapis, but I know what I'm like, that's why I put things in my ender chests. There you go. So Visuals says, X, are you Santa? I don't think so. I do have a beard, but it's not white and bushy, so I don't think I'm Santa. Alright says it's PS in a row. It should be said like S, like Psalms or Psychic. I was literally about to say Psalms, but Psychic is one that I know. So it'd be Stringcillion. I don't know. Harvey says, do Cubs Quest. I've already got my plans for today's stream. I'm very interested in Cubs Quest, actually. I think I went over there and looked once, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Wait a minute. Does the glass block the connection to the corner? Because even though it's at the height above, or that's not right. Yeah. I think the glass blocks the connection here. Well, we've got the keeper, so let's see what happens now. Okay. Oh wow, I totally overlooked that one, didn't I? Well, good thing that that's not going to interfere with anything. Let's remove that. It looks like some of the glass has landed there. Why can't I jump? There we go. And up there. Hey. So this is the new Orang album we're listening to now. Come on. Do you know what? It can despawn up there, I don't care. Right, there we go, level 30, power 2. We're looking for punch on a bow. Punch 2, I should have done a little bit of research. Lunatic says, X, did this gal give you cake because it was your B-day? No, he didn't, he just gave me cake because he's a nice guy. Frenzy says, X, it's Sunday. Oh yeah, it's Sunday! I said it was Saturday, you're absolutely right. I want to look at the calendar immediately. It is! Oh man, it feels like time's gotten away from me there. And this jumping in this gap is kind of awkward. So, flame is another one that we need, actually, so maybe we'll take that. We need flame and... Oh, that's perfect, because we need flame and punch too. Unbreaking, not so bothered about. Maybe it comes to something we need. Yeah, these might be good for other things in the future, you know, running our shop. But basically, power 3. Oh, do we also want power on these bows? I don't think we do. I don't think we want power on them. I'll have to ask. We want punch and flame on them because they're for the farm, so they'll shoot the witches across or push them off the platforms. Now, you'll probably be able to get away with having power 1 or power 2 on it, but you don't want to instant kill them, is the thing. Maybe even power 5 wouldn't instant kill them. Gold Wolf says, I hate slow mode in chat. Well, it's there today because I wanted to try and read more of chat is my plan. Emily says, the Guardian farm looks so cool. I'm glad you like the look of it. We're not going to go over there in this stream because more people will be waiting to watch the episode. Some people have already said. Lola Crow says, X, great episode yesterday. Epicsode. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. The feedback has been phenomenal. I've got to read more comments because so many people liked it. We got a new subscriber here on the channel. It is the Wise Raven. Thank you so much for subscribing. You have made a wise decision. You live up to your name. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Projnuke says, say Visa. There you go. I've said it. That was easy. And TNT Goes Bang has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it. Someone just mentioned it. Someone says a power 5 won't instant kill, which is someone else. Kian has also said that. Okay, so maybe having power on these bows isn't a bad thing, but I'm not going to aim to get power on them. I will just confer with Nembom, whose farms it is later. Flame? Yep. I didn't check the other enchantments. So we've got another flame. Flame, power 2. So you want punch, but I never really get punch through enchanting like this. Flame again. Flame's coming up a lot. With power 4 on that time. Tea Drinker Joe says, X, your episode was really an episode. Oh, I'm glad you you thought so. I put a ton of effort into it. I think it did live up to its name. Okay, so we got a variety. Infinity, you know, don't need it, but we'll keep doing this and see if we get any punch 2 bows. We're also going to run out of space to hold on to these very quickly. Where's the crafting bench? There it is. Cholp. Is it Cholp? Says, incredible how much time and effort you put into YouTube. X, you really deserve more subscribers. Thank you. I do this like, you know, I don't half-arse it. You know, I feel like YouTube is an opportunity and something I really love, so I go at it the best I can, if you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. And we got resubscribes here rolling in. Ivory Normal for 6 months in a row, half a year, absolutely epic. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your support. And a new subscriber it is, Chili Gamer 202. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoy today's stream and have a good time with us today. The Vindicar says, X, I absolutely love the floor design you built. I never come up with stuff like that. The floor design isn't actually mine. That's something that I think in the hustle and bustle of like trying to get that episode recorded and building something so big that I forgot to take the time to go and talk about who did that. For those of you that have seen if you go look up my inspiration series, it's called Creative Inspirations. If you look for the playlists on my channel, and you can probably see it on the thumbnail, but there's one that's about geometric builds, and the floor design I got from that person. So what the floor design is me taking like their concept and making it a lot bigger. And I also came up with the grey palette to complement the purple palette. But I spent a lot of time trying to come up with a different set of palettes that were really good for the floor design and also match the blue colour. And I couldn't come up with anything other than what they had done. So I should probably show that actually in... Yeah, let me make a note of that because I really don't want to forget that. I'm really bad at forgetting to credit people. Okay, there we go. Made a little note on my notepads, and I'll do that in a future episode. So the next episode on Hermitcraft is going to be me starting a new project. The one after will be me going back to the Epicsode project and probably doing some bits and bobs over there as well. I've got even more epic plans for that area, believe me. We're going to go full on with that one. Someone says it's new. Wait, what's this? New books at iBooks for 1 diamond, says Mepisha. We should go to see if he's got some Punch 2 books over there. That would be good. Projnuke says, you use MasterCard or Visa. I mean, that's not really a question for a stream. That's also a slightly worrying question that you want to know that. So I will definitely not answer. I don't know. Right. We'll do some more of these. So we've been doing these ones a lot. Let's do that and just see, do we get anything else of it? We get Unbreaking 2, Punch 1. Well, we're sort of aiming for Punch, so if we get another Punch 1, we can combine it. That's interesting though. That was a top level enchantment, and all we got was Punch 1. I don't think this is going to yield. I'm just going to get some more of these. I don't think this is really going to yield. Let's try level 2. Nope. Unbreaking 3 with nothing. Breaking free with nothing. I'm breaking free with power 3. And again, yeah, this Punch 1. This isn't really the way to get what we want, is it? So we'll do a few more and then we'll leave. We're not going to spend a long time on this. We got resubscribes happening left, right, and centre. My Greater MC says haven't been too active here, but better late to return than never. Awesome. Just reading your message there. And Bertie J says 15 months already. Heart UX, thank you, buddy. Do appreciate it. Yeah, so Tyler T, YZA for 10 months in a row. My Greater MC and Bertie J both for 15 months in a row. Absolutely epic support. Thank you so much. And we got some new subscribers here. Soft Monkey UK has subscribed, and Omega Fear Kids. Thank you for your subscriptions. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We're gonna have a good one here today. Okay, so we'll craft a few more, and then we'll get out of here because I think we've done enough. Done enough for today. So there we go. And man, this music, I love it. It's very dreamy. It's slightly sad. Okay, that'll do. Right, we'll try and pick those up in a bit. I don't like throwing things away. Okay, so a little bit more here to do. X, did you enjoy your obsidian tomb? Lol, says Am. I think I know to which you're referring. I was AFKing in Impulse's base. When I came back, I was just surrounded by obsidian. I just fought 3 obsidian. Like, that was it. I'll take that. Oh, this is actually the most that we can do, isn't it? Because we've run out of lapis. So let's do a level 2. And it says Punch 1. Yeah, so it looks like you can't get Punch 2 for enchanting if we've seen Punch 1 twice. That means it's rare and you only get Punch 1. So, probably not the way to go. Right, we need to leave this place. Let's pop down. I would do some gold crafting, but I feel like that would be boring. I would like to close the door as I leave. Okay, now we want to hold shift, hold shift, hold shift, like that, until we get to this bit right here. Excellent. Hit that, turn it off. We'll wait here for a second before we leave. Nasser X Cat Craft says, stop this music, please. I'm not going to stop the music. I don't know. There's nothing horribly offensive about this music, is there? I quite like it. Yes, you can get Punch 2 in Enchanting, says Speedy Ducky. Well, if we can, I imagine the odds are low, right? Because we just did a whole bunch, and if we're not going to get 1 Punch 2 out of all of that, it seems pretty futile. It's going to cost us a lot of lapis, remember? Yeah, that's another thing. I'm running low on lapis. We just used up a whole stack. Crazy X Banana says, do you have your tea ready? I do. I do. It will probably need a sip right about now, really. So let's get to our base. Let's make a chest. Tommy Frost says witches don't burn. That's not true. Witches can be set on fire, and they will burn, which is why we have flame on there. It's part of how the farm was designed, to do a lot of damage to the witches to kill them quickly. We've got a donation here, Noise in the Ear, from Jason Hay, saying, Yo X, you shouldn't risk the witches to get killed by the skeletons, power 5, and you might want to get a villager who sells Punch 2 books. Enchanting is slow. Yeah, great advice. I've got a feeling you might have built this before. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about power 5. Some people said it was okay. I'm thinking I need to double check because, yeah, like you said, we don't want to risk that. So that's exactly what we won't do. Let's put down a chest just over in this corner and chuck all our bows into it. And yeah, I definitely think getting a villager with the book is the right way to go. Maybe I have to speak to Mumbo about that. I've also got a a space in my ender chest that has been taking up space for ages that I've been meaning to get rid of. Let's put these in here. Alien Alan says they will drink fire resistance. Yeah, they will, but they still take fire damage. They will just react by drinking a potion. Anyway, it's part of the farm. It works. You know, they're set on fire and they will take damage from that fire before they can drink the potion. It all makes sense, believe me. Okay, so I never use this shield and I feel like it takes up space in here. So we're going to put my stupidity bow where I put the wrong enchantment on it. And we're going to put it in here with our Unbreaking. One day that will go in like an item frame in this space. I do need to sort of focus on this now. So once a couple more projects have been done, we'll probably focus on our base again. Diamond Wolf Greg, thank you for the kind message. Do appreciate it. Harvey Rice says, do you play Pokemon Go? I do not. And Crazy Banana says, how is the witch farm going to work? Well, basically, we're going to use skeletons to shoot the witches off the platform with punch 2 bows. It's a very fast way of doing it. We've got to resubscribe here. It is Angry K9, my good old friend, resubscribing for 15 months in a row. Tremendous support. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope you enjoy today's stream. And we also got a donation here, Noise in the Ear, from PewPew85, saying, X, love your streams. I started watching for the MC, but your outlook on life and opinions and views have changed the way I think about a lot of things. Thanks for the great stream. Well, it's always nice to hear that other stuff that I talk about can, look at the little rock fella, can reach you in that way. So that's really great to hear, and thanks for letting me know. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream. Thanks for the donation. Logo Politician says, do you think that Theresa May will be a good MP? Today is not a day for talking about that stuff. Like, you guys know you can turn me on to talking about that stuff, but I just don't have it in me today. Today I'm just thinking about Minecraft, so we'll probably talk about that in the future. I'll probably prepare my thoughts a little bit as well. Is it Orangia Airfighter or something? Says, hey X, you hit 500,000 on YouTube. Congratulations. Thank you. I hit 500,000 a couple of weeks ago as well, actually. So we've hit it twice because of the YouTube sub scrub. Okay, so we've done... Oh no, we haven't done this. Let's go flying. And... No, wait. No, I'm not going to do spoilers because I know some people are waiting to watch the episode. I was going to fly over the top of it, but we'll leave it alone. Have you tried Project High Rise yet, says Sammy J. Will. Yeah, that game looked like something I'd be interested in, but I felt like... You know, I'm a fussy gamer because I'm not really a gamer, is what I say. And when a game like that interests me, I feel like it has to sort of tick a few boxes. Okay, there we go. And one of the ones that it didn't tick was the visual look. It felt very cluttered and not particularly appealing to look at. And therefore, the whole managing a tower like Sim Tower just felt like a little bit less appealing, I guess, because... I don't know. Anyway, this morning I found a game that looked like my cup of tea. It is not the sort of game I can put on the main channel. I don't think it would suit that. See how many customers he's had. But at the same time, I am probably going to play it if I can. It looks so good. I'm going to put it on my second channel. But I don't expect it to be something. Or maybe I could put it on the main channel, but probably not. Oh, hello. So this shop's been selling, hasn't it? Now, getting Looting 2 and another Looting 2 for 1 diamond, that's a bargain if you ask me. Right, so I'm looking for, and undoubtedly going to miss, what we're actually looking for, which is... Can I remember Punch 2? So we need Punch 2 on books. Interesting to see how many of these are selling, though. These are just from fishing, I'm pretty sure. And I wonder if there's any other ones here. Like I said, Looting 2, Looting 3 book for 2 diamonds if you do it this way. It's quite a lot. Blast Protection 4 for 1 diamond. My words, I'll take that. I'll come back and put the diamonds in here later. Right, I'm going to get 100. Punch 2! Punch 2! Okay, yeah, we got it. Awesome. This is great. We'll go through the clearance chest then. So we got a resubscribe for 5 months in a row from the 9 Gods. Thank you for resubscribing. We also have 3 months in a row from Geek of Oz. Thank you for your resubscribes. I hope that both of you enjoy this stream. Finger on the Pulse says you should play SimCity and make a video. You should do the old way, like 2,000 likes, and there is another video. I will not play the new SimCity ever again because I don't want to play EA games ever again. And also I already did a series on it, so you could go watch that series if you want. We got a donation here, Noise in the Ear from Fixie, saying, hey X, I was wondering if you could shout out XVS, as I think a lot of your fan base do not know about it, and would like to play with us. All the best, Fixie. Thanks for the donation, buddy. I can absolutely do that. XVS is play.asumavoid.com. You can play on there for free. It's a Plot World server. There's a small and humble community there, which I occasionally participate in by, you know, popping on and building. So if you want to go play on a server and have fun building in creative mode with other people, then play.asumavoid.com is the place to go to. That's the IP address. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, now you do. A looting free book for a diamond. Okay. I'll take that. It's also got blast protection on it. Someone else has gone through here and just picked out a lot of bargains. Now that has power 4 and flame. Might be good. Might be good for what we want. I feel like I could easily spend a lot of diamonds looking through here. Because it's like one and then you just go, oh, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. And then before you know it, you're spending 10 diamonds. Depth Strider 3 and blast protection. That's an awesome combo. See what I mean? I'm just picking out anything. I've probably already got half of these books because I've done the fishing thing as well, didn't I? Yeah, actually, I'm going to put that one back because I'm going to focus on what we need. I definitely used all of my Punch 2 books, though, because we've looked for those before. Meech says, stop with the face reveal, peeps. Enjoy the mystery. There you go. Enjoy the mystery. I like it. I like the attitude. Flame might be a good one to pick up. I've probably got a load of those myself. Yeah, and there's nothing else good in it, so it's not like you get a bit of both. There's another one of that combination. Flame by itself, smite protection, so no more Punch 2 in that chest. I'm wondering who's brought up all these other ones now and what they were, you know? Have you played Besiege, says Tommy Tron. Yep, I played that game. It's a good game. Played it quite a bit, actually. Okay, I'm trying to read chat as well as look at this. Yera Wizard says, first stream, been watching on the second channel for a while. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the videos over there. It's always good to know that people are watching them. I mean, I can see that they are, because, you know, numbers and stuff, but it's nice to hear it. Panel says, what are you doing? I just started watching. We're looking for Punch 2 books. We're going to build a witch farm that has skeletons with punch bows, which will shoot the witches off the platform. It's a very different way of doing farming. It's extremely effective, so we need to gather Punch 2 books. And this is Impulse's store here on the Hermitcraft server, where he sells lots of books. And that might be all of it. Yep, that might be all of the clearance books. Okay, well, we got 3. We can drop off 3 diamonds, I guess. Nice. Great. This is a great store. This is very convenient. Hey X, is there a person you look up to? If so, who? Says Desparry. Henry Rollins has always been like a huge character for me in my life. You know, like the term role model? Oh. Okay, we're doing this now, peeps. Oh! Wait, no! Oh! Okay, this is happening. This is a thing. Oh. Yeah, but I don't like the term role model. Although that's like the convenient word to say. Oh my god, this is painful. I just didn't think about where I was going, and now we're trapped in a... You know, every stream I do something derpy. Here it is, peeps. Here it is. Here's your derp for today. If someone walked by right now... Oh, that just looked ridiculous. Well, there we go. I now remember what we were doing. We were looking for diamonds. Crazy Banana says, your way of the witch farm reminds me of the AFK skeleton farm, where you had dogs. You need dogs. Everyone here looks up to X-Senpai. The one with... 1, 2, 3. The one with dogs is Impulses. The same Impulse. I mean, to those of you tuning in and don't know what Hermitcraft is, it's a multiplayer server. Lots of talented players on here who make videos. And do live streams as well. And yeah, this is Impulse's little bit. It looks good. Let's plop in those. This guy is just raking in the diamonds with his business. I think having like a multi-purpose store with low prices, just people are going to come in here and buy stuff they don't even need. In fact, that's kind of like a lot of how the world works. Convince people to buy stuff they don't really need, and they'll buy it. Mellow Pandas says, hey X, you ever going to do another cycling vlog? I found those really cool And I bet I probably wasn't the only one. Yeah, I'd love to. I've said it many times before. When I go cycling somewhere interesting, I'll do it. Otherwise, I just cycle around where I live and it's not very interesting. However, I'm going to get a new bike soon. I actually went to the local store and spoke about getting my old one like fixed and upgraded and perhaps getting a new one as well. So I'm sort of looking into that. Yeah, so that's all we can really do. We got one punch 2 book. 2 punch 2 books, sorry. No, 1. Wait, loot. Oh, I got that for... Yeah, there you go. I knew I got a loot and free book. Again, I probably didn't really need that though, because you got mending now. Like, everything is just repairable. You don't need to remake items every so often. Pokemon says X Marts. Yeah, we can make the X Mart. I Love Cat says X on the Punch 2 book you took. There's power. You don't need power. Well, we might... Oh, good point. We might need power. We might put power on it. It might... Power 4 might be the one that we need. Andrew Manly Man says, hey X, episode was epic. Will you do another one? I won't plan to do another one. At least not straight away. But if ever the opportunity comes along where it's like, oh, you know what, I could do this like this and make it an episode, I'd happily do another one. But it's definitely not on the agenda to do another one immediately. And if I do another one, it will probably be a couple of months before I, you know, have the time, I guess. I mean, it's really difficult to record that thing. I recorded it over like 2 weeks and just had to put in like lots of hours every day to get it done. Now I could look through these again, but I think that's kind of boring on the stream. We'll just chuck those in there. In fact, let's sort of shuffle them down there so they're separated a little bit. Yeah, so we know what we're doing. Right, so we have now done our bows and... Oh, no, we haven't. We haven't done the fishing area bit. Okay, so I had this idea. Let's go down to a different part of our base. Tea reminder there from Antonis. Thank you. I will have a sip of my tea. It says, do you record the streams on your PC and upload them? And how much space they take on your hard drive? Also, if you go to iBooks to get Punch 2 books. Yeah, we were just there. I don't record them to my hard drive. However, if they did, they wouldn't take up a lot of space because they're recorded at 3.5 megabits per second. I actually get Twitch to send the video over to YouTube. Delicious. Dragon King says check profits on Gold Shop. Probably going to save that for an episode, you know. Is this the best way to get there? This probably is, actually. Right, so the other thing that I want to work on, I was thinking about this. I'm going to build a AFK... Oh, wait. AFK fishing farm needs a skylight in it, doesn't it? So I was thinking of building it down here. That's fine. What are our coordinates? 1325. Oh, I didn't say hello to Mumbo or Iskal. And 1518. Let's go see where that is on the surface. I'm a little bit worried now. Ultra X Falcon says, loved your episode. Oh, wow, that moved fast. Loved how it was a lot being done within a usual episode. It was amazing. Awesome. Yeah, it literally could have been 6 episodes. I just hustled down and over the last couple of weeks, wherever I could, did some stuff. That, like, the amount of time I could have made 6, you know, regular episodes of that. So, it definitely showed. Like, reading the comments, you could definitely see that people loved it. There was, like, no negativity. It was crazy. Sometimes you get a, oh, you know, this episode's boring or whatever. It was like, none of that. None of that at all. So it was somewhere around here. Oh, Iskal is he posting where he is? I don't know. Right, 1325. Oh, so it's quite the way over here. Wait, I just sort of stood there, you know, with no real thought. 1507 is the other number. So we were 1518, which increases that way. So we need to go to 1511 to have a skylight. So that'll be our notes. Let's go. We'll probably go a little bit further back than that. Let's go back down there. Craze Play says, hey X, love your vids. I watched them all. Thank you for watching them, buddy. Do appreciate it. Despari says, do you like bone blocks better than quartz? I don't like them better than quartz. I think they're both quite different. Bone blocks is like a white colour that isn't... It's very soft and easy, but it isn't super clean, which I really like. It's just sort of easy going. Whereas quartz is very, very clean, very, I don't know, high-end looking, something like that. Prazzle says Iskal might have some punch 2 bows from his farm. There we go. Right, so we're going to go, yeah, that way a fair bit. Okay, so what I wanted to do down here is dig this area out, which I started doing on a stream before, but I want to dig it out for a fishing farm and put in a sky lamp or something like that. What's he saying? Are you out? I need them not just for the fishing farm, by the way. I need them for our shop as well that we've got. Will the bows on the skeletons break? You always get low durability from them, says Vico. If I remember correctly, no, they won't. If they would, we would need infinity on them. But I've got a feeling that they don't ever break. You just get them dropped with a certain amount. But here's the interesting thing. A helmet on a mob will break if they're standing in the sunlight. But I think that's a mechanic to balance that out a little bit, if that makes sense. Ultra X Falcon says on episode like 300, 700 you could do an episode and do your main builds like your Guardian farm, which you did. I find trying to do things for an episode number isn't that great. I've done it for Evil X, and it always forces the creative process a little bit. Like I was in the mood to do that episode. Like that's why it works. If I'd have waited for, let's say, episode 550, it wouldn't have been as good because it would have been harder to coordinate at the time. It just so happened that it would kind of work out I could get this thing done. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like waiting for sub-milestones or, you know, this and that can often just deter from, like, your own workflow, you know? Anyway, we've got a donation here, Noise in the Ear, from Cool Patrick saying, here is a small token of my appreciation for the work you do and the fun you spread. This donation has been made possible by my new job as an operator in a chemical company. That sounds cool. I don't know what an operator is. Do you operate the chemicals? That sounds kind of dangerous. But thank you for the donation. Do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed today's stream. XY no instant mining, says Ultramove, because we don't have a beacon down here, that's why. If I built one at the surface, it would have to be around Y70 to reach us, so if we built a beacon base up there, it probably would. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to build a beacon base up there. Quickest way back up is through here. Thanks for reminding me that. I feel kind of silly I didn't think of that, actually. Oh, that means I've got to go buy some... yeah, we've got to go buy some iron. Okay, let's go do that. Let's go buy some iron, peeps. Flair Neo says, Morning X, glad I have something to watch while I do some early morning cleaning in the room. Awesome, awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, it's good to hear you cleaning. I know that sounds strange, but I'm a clean person. I like cleanliness and don't like clutter much. Maybe some of the things in my base would suggest otherwise, like all those chests just full of random stuff. Is it still 2 diamonds? Oh, right, okay. I thought it was 1. No, it's 2. Let's go grab some diamonds then. Lex Boss says, why the sad music? Well, it isn't sad to me, this music. It's a bit more like ancient and nostalgic, I would say. Let's take 6 diamonds worth. And then, oh my god, it's John says, I love the music, X. Well, there you go, excellent. Some people like it, some people don't. That's just the way things go. Okay, so we'll put in 2 diamonds there. And 2 diamonds for each of those. Excellent, let's go build a beacon base. And the best way to get there, do you know what, I'm just going to go on foot. It'll be fine. Hi X, please visit Mumbo's Casino, says Greenwiver. There'll be no visiting of the casino, we've already done that. I get 100 requests each time. Svitman says, why don't you use the flybow? Well, the reason why is because I am not terribly good at using it. At least I can't get off the ground with it, so... Kura says, what does it require to be a hermit? There really is no set of rules for requiring it. It's just a... like, we invite people whenever we think we want to expand the group, and that's kind of it, really. Okay. A bit worried about that creeper over my shoulder. Someone says use ender pearls. I could have done that, couldn't I? Could have done that very easily. So what did I say? Y? Oh look, see, we're at Y90. Oh my god. No, we can't build a beacon base here. I didn't realise it was that high. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess we got haste from that, so we could dig out a little pit and put it in the pit. Should we do that? It will help us so much with what we've got going on in this base in the future. Okay then, so we're going all the way down to 70. Probably a little bit lower as well wouldn't be a bad idea. It's kind of nuts. Man, there's so much of it. Oh no, that's the Logfellas tunnel. That's right in the way. Oh, can I get a break, please? Can I get a break? Right. Therefore, if the beacon beam is there, we have to go in this direction. So the place to build this is over here. Oh, I can't believe that. And now we're out of range of the haste beacon. I don't think I can be bothered. This is definitely going to take more time. Right. We'll patch that up, and we'll patch it up from up top, so I don't forget. Oh, hilarious. You had a beacon and you didn't realise it. You didn't get the effects, says Master Blaster. Well, no, we have a beacon. We don't get the effects because it's a small beacon. The range of it is only like 20 blocks or something. So, what I'm saying is I can't... Like, because I had instant mine, we could have cleared out a space for the beacon really quickly. I'm just wasting time. Like, we should have just stuck to what we were doing. And I brought a load of iron, which I didn't need. Freddy says, if you read this, say soggy socks. There you go. I've said soggy socks. Did it make you giggle? Right, all the iron in there. Excellent. Hero Creep says, what do you look for when you look for who becomes a hermit? Just... Again, I feel like everyone asks this question with the intent of becoming a hermit or something. Like it doesn't really work like that. Like there's established YouTubers who do similar stuff to us and we're friends with or whatever. It'll be someone like that, but you know, probably not going to be considering having anyone join for a while. You know, the server's very active and we've got a great group of people here. Do you like to hack stuff, says Proj Nuke? I don't know really what would define hacking. Hacking used to be a term for problem solving, and now people see it as like, you know, breaking into bank accounts or stuff like that. I don't know. Hey X, what do you know about dividend stock from trading, and if you do, what advice would you give to a new/young investor? Polymer Infinite. If you are a new and young investor and you ask a random person like me about that, I think you've got the wrong idea. Like, do not invest your money if you don't know what you're doing. As for dividends, I really don't understand how all that stuff works. It's extremely confusing to me. If you want to invest money, I would recommend premium bonds if you're in the UK. They're like a lottery, and they pay out a lot better than a lot of interest rates, but it is still a lottery. Jake Holt says you should make Vintage Beth a hermit. Who's Vintage Beth? I've never heard of Vintage Beth. What's going on? Oh. Smile Factory says, hi X and viewers, why is it called Hermitcraft? It's named after Generic B, who calls himself a hermit. He made the server, he left a long time ago, and he named it after himself. So it's called Hermitcraft. Delicious. Delicious, delicious English breakfast tea. Crazy Banana says, you watch anime. Cartoons are technically anime. Yeah, cartoons are anime. Animation is what it's short for. I've said this before, I don't specifically watch anime because it's anime. I see anime as like a movie or a TV show. It is what it is, you know. Cartoon or real life, it's got to tell a story. So I'd watch it if it were good, you know, but I don't watch it because it is it. If that makes sense. It's the same with movies. Like, you know, you might be into action movies or stuff, but generally, like, I'm not. It's not like I'm into action movies. I like a good action movie, you know. So that's the way I see it. What tea do you drink, black or white? Says Bifferal Gaming. It is just English breakfast. Am I supposed to dig up this high? I don't know. That ladder can go, we don't use it anymore. I can completely forgot what I just read. Oh, it's gone now. What type of your tea are you drinking? X says Mellow Pandas. We're drinking a English breakfast at the moment. I think that was what the previous question was. Did you just say anime are not good? Says Baron LZ. No. What I'm saying is, like, I don't see anime as something like where you go, I'm into anime. Anime to me is like, I don't know. It's like saying I'm into VHS. Like anime, like when I watch things like anime, I don't think this is great because it's a cartoon. I'm like, this is still like, this has got to be a good story or a good whatever it is about, right? You know, if it's like an action thing, it's got to have good action sequences. What I mean is when people say you're into anime, to me, anime is just like, just a format for the story. Like, it's the story that counts at the end of the day. I've seen some really good animes with great stories, but I didn't think they were great because they were animated. I thought they were great because they had a good storyline, you know? That's what I'm getting at. I see it as if it's a format for whatever it is going to be about. When did Hermitcraft start, says Road Rage? Years and years ago, back in 2012. So the server is over 4 years old, which is crazy. X, do a 64 wizard boo. I don't know what that is. I don't know. King says, check Vintage Beef. He's Slipgator's friend with over 1 million subscribers. I've never heard someone call him Slipgator's friend before. That's incredible. Just shows you how people learn about stuff. I've known Vintage Beef since he had about 10,000 subscribers. Me and him did a collab once for Redstone Wars. And yeah, I've always known him because of his involvement with Minecraft, I guess. Just joined. We talked about Asuma no ads yet, says X Jacquard. I didn't know that we should be talking about it. That thing's been dead for a long time because YouTube decided to axe their whole no ads program and go with Google Reds after encouraging people to sign up with it. They just went, nope, see you later. So yeah, that's that. Okay, I wonder how high I can go over here because we got redstone around here as well. I might have digged this out way too big, but whatever. I'll make it work when I do this. This is preparation for one of my future episodes, by the way. That's why we come here and do these things on the live stream. We can hang out and chat and get things done for the videos. But yeah, this is needed. I need my fishing farm again because I've got to get those punch books and both. Did this guy ever... Oh, he's got one. Oh, well. And he's left. I forgot that he messaged us back. Terrible me for getting things. Yeah, so Mr. Mashoon says your server is amazing. I'm glad you like Hermitcraft. It's a amazing community here. Right, so I wanted to see how much higher we could go over here. Yeah, I think probably not much higher, like one block. What happened with Minecraft, says Bram Neil. Well, I think people just lost interest in Minecraft, you know. Luckily here we've got a group of people that seem to be diehard, or at least as fanatic as I am about it. X, what time is it for you? It's 4 AM here. It is 10 past 10. Stop getting distracted, says RZ Minty. Stop messaging me and distracting me, Minty. I'm joking, of course. This bit should probably be wider here is the deal. Let's bring it out by one block. So yeah, we're going to build a fish farm over the back here. That'll go all the way up to the surface with that sky lamp. But I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, so I won't put the sky lamp. But it'll basically be somewhere in that space. I'm thinking, if I'm fishing, let's get bones at the same time. We might be able to build like another farm down here as well. I don't know what it would be. Maybe like a slime chunk farm. And then just sort of AFK and get all the things at once. That would be really smart. Where did that guy come from? I didn't even know. Where did that guy come from? Seriously, like, maybe up there? Oh. I feel like there's nowhere that thing could have come from. It just, oh, I'm here, I'm a creeper. Well, I've got a feeling it was part of my plans to ditch the whole wooden trapdoor thing here anyway. Let's just plop that down. I don't think it's... Ooh, did it do any damage up there? I don't think it's that. Where did that guy come from? Maybe he wandered in from way over here, up there. Down there? I don't know. Just don't know. Hey X, how will the skeletons kill the witches, says such person. They won't kill the witches. They will push the witches off of the platform. That is the plan. You didn't throw your pickaxe at it, says Kara King. Yeah, good point. Let's look at the positives. I didn't lose my pickaxe. That's what happened last time. I think we're done with that little project there. That's good. I cleared that out. It just helps. He was helping you with digging, says 116 Roots. Yes, he was. That's what he was really doing. He's like, I'm going to help. Raven Wolf says, hello X. When do you open the server so we can visit it like we did in Hermitcraft 2? I doubt we'll ever do that again. There were too many complications, too many disappointed people who couldn't get on. I think the idea now is, we did our best, it didn't really work, and it's probably an idea that gets knocked on the head for now. But yeah, we used to open up the server and do like World Tour days, but that's not going to happen anymore, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like that thing actually dropped some andesite, but we'll leave that alone for now. What's that? Oh, it's brown clay. Got ya. You go in there. This can go over here somewhere, wherever there's space for it, and we can move on to the next thing this stream. X, that creeper wanted to save the skeletons. Maybe so. Maybe so. Okay. So yeah, I needed to go mining for redstone. I don't really feel like doing that. I feel like working on the Logfellas tunnel. I don't know if there's any supplies down there for building it. I don't think there is, and I'm very low on wood. If you have a look here, look, we're running out fast. It's dark oak and regular oak, I'm pretty sure, are the two that we use in that tunnel. So let's grab loads of this. Man, it feels like just yesterday I did a ton of tree farming to get my supply back up again, and it's just fallen all the way down. X, what do you think about bullfighting? I think it's horrible. Why torture an animal? That has nothing to do with you. Speedy Ducky, I feel exactly the same way. I think bull, what do they even call it? The running of the bulls? I think it's absolutely disgusting. It is torturing an animal for amusement. I don't even care if it's tradition. I think it needs to be like gotten rid of. It's horrible. Let's have a look here. Let's see what this thing... Like, yeah, the whole bullfight is spruce wood. Right, let's go get the correct wood then. The whole bullfighting thing, oh, it's tradition or whatever argument. I mean, yeah, even if it is, like, traditions should change because society changes. And it is literally torturing them. Like, some people think, oh, you know, the bull runs around and then you kill it. No, you kill it very slowly and painfully. Like, they literally torture the bull for amusement, and it's pretty disgusting. Reese Twitch says, hey X, is this the creative plot server private? If so, what does it take to get a spot on the server? If it isn't, is the server overcrowded? No, play.assumeavoid.com isn't private, it's public. It is easy to get a plot. You simply register on there by giving us your email address so you can confirm, you know, you want to play on there. And that basically acts as a barrier to stop anyone just running in and causing havoc. Oh wait, I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? But at the same time, it gives us everyone's email for a mailing list, but we've never used that. We should probably do that from time to time. Send everyone an email, let them know what's going on. There's actually the July Festival thing, which I think might be over by now. Probably should have used it for that. Anyway, apparently we're near 1 million views, says the Wise Raven. That's awesome. I did not realise. 1 million, that's incredible. Here on Twitch. I want to see that now. Yeah, you're right. 77,000. Sorry, 977,000. So I reckon about another 5 streams and we'll probably get that. That's so cool. Crazy Banana says, why they kill the bull? What? Wow, they should really stop. It's torturing the bull. Yeah, they don't just kill it. It's not like, oh, there's the bull, now it's dead or whatever. It's like, no, they literally torture it. It's disgusting stuff. Right, so how does this work? Because it steps up here. We've got to go look at Ren's side and figure out how he did it. So, right, what I'm seeing is 2 down and then 3 flat. That's probably, oh, 4 flat even. That's probably the most important bit to remember. So we go from 3 flat to 4 flat. Let's check that out and see if that makes sense. Cooley Wodan says, what are you making? We're making our tunnel. Autumn says the festival hasn't even started. Well, Autumn, there you go. Perhaps we could look at using the email addresses from people registering for... Oh my god, I need an ender chest to get my axe. For promoting the July festival. How about that? Anyway, what I was trying to say is you register to get a plot, and you know, that's it. You can have a plot, you can invite people to your plot, so you can play with your friends, and you can build on there. If ever you build a plot which is like a big build or something, like, you know, that isn't just a plot full of stuff, like a big build, something special, you can get it approved to be locked, and then you can get a new plot. So you could build something, you know, when you're done building this big build on the plot, you could go get another plot, and then the old one would be locked, so you wouldn't be able to play on there anymore, but it would be like a preserved building or something like that. Okay, so we need oak at this height. Let's get spruce on our hotbar as well. So 1, 2, 3, then that I guess will go there. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that lines up, and then we've got a fourth one here. Okay, interesting. We got a donation here, noise in the ear, from Huckle23, saying, when you started making music, which bands did inspire you at that time? And as for guitar playing, what guitar amplifier and effects do you have or would like to have? If you could choose any, keep on blocking. Huckle, you give me a topic there that I could talk about for ages. That's a fascinating question. Thanks as always for the donation. Okay, so let me tell you what my amp is. A Marshall. It's a Marshall MG30 DFX, and my effects pedal is a Guitar Effects Console G7.1 U2. It is a bit of a like cheaper brands, everything in one. It's got the wah wah pedal. It's got 7 different buttons you can press, an insane amount of effects, but they're not the best sounding effects. As well as that, for recording to the computer, I also have the let's have a look at this thing. It is the Line 6 UX1, the little pod thing for recording, and that comes with the electronic amplifier as well, where you can like create basically use your computer as a what do you call it? What do you call it? I've got like no blocks here for creating the, like, for placing something down temporarily other than wood, which is going to confuse me, so we use the other wood type. Right. The bro team says music-y stuff I don't understand. Well, you have to look it up and you'll see what the product is. And yeah, all that stuff can be overbearing. So I'll tell you a little story. When I first got like a guitar and effects pedals and stuff, I went into like the local music shop, and like it literally went down like this. I was like, oh yeah, I think I'm looking for like a chorus effect with distortion, because I didn't know like what a chorus effect was, and I was trying to make it clear I don't really know what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, you want like a Poison's 80 sound? That's going to sound really bad on that guitar. And I'm like, oh, is it? And I'm like, oh well, can you just like perhaps tell me about like what kind of distortion I might want to go for, or like what sound effects pedal they get? And they're like, oh well, what sort of sound do you want to achieve? And they started getting proper like sort of like just snobby, really snobby and unhelpful. And I was like literally saying, look, I don't know what I'm buying, could you like advise me? And they're like, well, we can't advise you if you don't know what you want to get. And I'm like, you're running a shop, tell me what I want to buy. That really wound me up. So I started out with some really bad effects pedals. One of them was like a death metal pedal, and it was actually pretty cool. It had a pretty cool tone about it, but they weren't terribly great. Anyway, we got a resubscribe for 2 months in a row from Mr. Spockstar, and also a subscribe here, new subscriber on the channel from Book_om. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, do appreciate it. And yeah, so anyway, you were asking about like inspiration for what I was recording. I was listening to a lot of Dungeon Synth, mainly Lord Leviticus. I just found that scene, and so when I recorded my Dungeon Synth record, I was listening to a lot of that music, and that was my inspiration. Otherwise, my inspiration for a lot of the metal, why did that take me so long to figure out what that word is? Metal music was like Emperor and Dimmu Borgir were like a huge influence on the sort of stuff that I've written. Yeah, and then I've recorded like electronic music as well, so I don't know, apart from that one record, it's kind of hard to say what influences you, because I just listen to music all the time. Martin says, will you ever do a room tour. Yeah, I will. I've got one planned. Just stay tuned, buddy. Stay tuned. Things like that will be happening. They'll be happening. That is not correct, says How to Be Good. I love the straight to the point message and the username. So what's not correct here? I feel like I've done everything right. We have 4 across the ground when we... Wait, where is the pop-up? We started over here, so we've got 4 across the ground. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3. That's the way it goes. So where did I miss... I think this is correct. Hellover says... What is this music? I'll put that politely. We're listening to Orang. This is dungeon synth music. Although I think Orang has, in some respects, like really transcended the limitations of that sound. Like this has got a lot more like culture and a bit of a. There needs to be like more words for describing what's the setting like sort of Norse 1400s medieval sort of era stuff, you know, like there needs to be more words for that because that's what it reminds me of. That's incorrect. Like ancient cultures, you know, that's the kind of sound it captures. Like you could picture yourself with a track like this, maybe standing in the rain in like a barn, you know, next to a blacksmith. That's what it does for me. Craze says, have you seen any of the Harry Potter films? I've seen all of them. They're huge movies of my generation, I guess you could say. I was never really into the books though. Okay, no, wait, what's happening here? Okay, something is definitely wrong. Someone was right. They were right because this is wrong. When it goes up a step, something has to change on the other side as well. Do you know where is Croatia, says Martin? Yep, I know Europe very well. So, wait, it's going... Ah, there it is. Look, it comes up 1 early there. I'm not sure I like that, actually. I would have opted for 3 on the side. I might speak to Ren about that and say, do you think it would look nicer with 3 on the side? Because if he thought that as well, we should see the same thing happen over here again then. It's different here. Look, this time he's gone for 2 there, so it's not the same each time. I'm gonna go for 3 on the side. So yeah, well spotted person who said that a while back. When do you plan on ending Hermitcraft Season 4, says Pen Down Dorim. We have no plans. There's no reason to even think about that yet. There's too much fun to be had at the moment to worry about a reset. Okay, so we need to go up here. Question is, do we keep that lower? I don't think we should. I think we should like go up early. So this will be where we go up by 1. So that should be 1, 2, 3. Okay, then that means this next one is over by 1. Is that going to disrupt things a little bit? That might not actually be the way to do this. No, it is. I'm confusing myself. 1, 2, 3. Right, because then this is going to go up by 1 block as well. Yeah, maybe it was a little too soon to move this one up. I mean, we are standing here on the bit that goes up, and this is directly above it, so maybe not. Spruce wood. Oh, 1 more. Man, this is, like, tricky. Now, is it me, or is it advanced forward by 1? It's advanced forward by 1 block, hasn't it? Oh, this is some confusing stuff. So now it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be... So that's perfect, right? Like, that lines up with that. But now we're forward by 1, I think, is the problem. Oh, this is confusing. With a donation here, noise in the ear from Prazzle1 saying, hey X, here's some tea money. I just bought my first electric guitar and amp. Any training and inspiration tips you can give me? I absolutely can give you some. First of all, thank you so much for the donation. Do appreciate it. And I will, of course, be buying some tea. I drink a lot of it. Yeah, my tips are... I've talked about this before, but I couldn't like cite you to a video with it in. Basically, perhaps get yourself what I got, which is Guitar Pro 5 on the computer. Or probably like 6 or 7 now. Learn how to read tabs, right? There's 2 types of tablature. There's the classic one with the notes, which is a lot more difficult, and then there's the one with numbers, which is a lot easier to get because you can just go, oh yeah, like 1 is 1, it's the 1st fret, 2 is the 2nd fret. yeah, like if you learn to read tablature, you can probably find that there's bands that you like where their songs are actually quite simple to play on the guitar, and that can be a huge motivator for learning. I'm going to go back and look at this down here. The other thing is learn how to practice to play scales, like use all 4 of your fingers, try and keep your thumb on the back, flat back with the back of the guitar, what they call it, the neck. Don't let your thumb like go over the top of the fretboard. That's a good technique to get in. And yeah, one of the things I felt really helped was learning just to play. Once you got a good picking rhythm down and you can use all 4 fingers, like just go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 on the next string, all the way down to the top, and then go 4 3 2 1 4 3 2 1 4 3 2 1, like down up and down the strings like that. And that just helps with your dexterity. They don't sound good on the guitar because you're not playing scales, but they work all of your fingers, and so learning to play where you're not trying to play a tuneful melody, you're just working out your fingers. That will help so much with getting good on the guitar. So what did Ren do here to compensate for this? Maybe he didn't actually do anything. So it's like 1 2 3 4 and then the next bit. 1 2 3 4 and then the next bit. It's always 4, isn't it? So how did he do that? Wait, am I looking at the wrong bit? Maybe I need to start here and look at it. Right, there is. It keeps going. Okay, then it goes. Ah, I see what he did. Look, he made it shorter there. Okay. Okay, I see what he did. We got a resubscribe for 4 months in a row. Is Newton Squared. Thank you for resubscribing, buddy. Do appreciate it. Dzenoid says, "Hey X, when is coming the next UHC?" We did a UHC yesterday. The next one will be in 2 weeks. Finger on the Pulse says this music is so relaxing. Yeah, this is my favourite song on the record. It's called "I Dreamt of an Emerald Forest." It is absolutely beautiful. Right, so I think what we're actually going to have to do is possibly play it Ren's way. So as we come out of here, we want something to be like 1 block back. Oh, I'm going to cough. Vicole says, X, how do you sign in for the Extreme UHC? How do you make a server? At the moment, it's all a bit fuzzy about how it works. We're sort of looking at redoing it all a little bit, making it work a little different, so it's easier to sign up, but I'll have more info on that later, I guess. So does that look nicer if we put the 2 there and then scale it all back by 1? Let's pick those up. See, I think what we should probably do is make that 2-bit when it goes up 1 more than usual, right? So that's all 3. Then all of a sudden it's 2. That doesn't look so great, actually. Actually, that might be the way to do it. You see, a lot of playing Minecraft, when you make videos, like, can be like this. You can literally spend a long time just messing around with something that should be simple. That might be like me, though. Archangel says guitar. You have to remember. Well, you have to remember his percussion. That means you have to play to rhythm. Contrary to what X says, I believe you should learn and understand rhythm. Well, yeah. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Maybe I didn't consider that. I always play to. Like, I don't just hit the notes. Like, that's a good point. Okay, so if you're going to learn to play the guitar by going 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, like, you're not just going 1 2 3 4 3 2 or whatever. You know, like you play to the rhythm. So your picking rhythm is in tune. You know, it's steady. That's an important part of that, I guess. Like, playing to a metronome is probably a great tip for a beginner, but I never had a problem with that. Like, I have no problem with keeping count of a rhythm. Okay, I reckon that's going to work. What do you guys think? I reckon that's the way we'll do it. So we need to bring that back by 1. Yeah, that's right. All of these come back. Didn't I just remove all of those? Right, so yeah, this is where it goes up by 1. Look, imagine that's lower. Yeah, that works just fine. We could even make that 3 wide if that looked better, which I think it does. I think it looks better to have a 3 wide one than 2. So that bit goes up. Then you have 3, 3. Yep. And it lines up with this. Excellent. So let's do all of that. Sweet, that took us way too long. But I don't mind. Dommy says, what X plays guitar? Yeah, I play, I got an Ibanez, is it DX450? Old guitar now. And I also have an Explorer, it's an Epiphone, so it's like a clone brand, but man, the Explorer guitar is awesome. I'd love to get a new guitar one day. Explorer's a really great model. That is not supposed to be there. But it is on the other side. Why is it there on the other side then? I feel like I'm building this wrong over and over. What is going on here? This is terrible. This is why it's all janky, because I'm not building it properly. Oh, you keep thinking you've done it, and then you look at it and you're like, oh no, that's wrong. Oh, so that wasn't supposed to go there. X, I remember you'll be zooming through this tunnel, you don't even think you'll notice the subtle differences burning in potato. Yeah, true, you're absolutely right, but it's just when you're building it, you want to make sure it's all built to the same, like, thing, you know. The other problem is, if you don't fix discrepancies, they might exaggerate over time, so then later on, like, further down the tunnel, all of a sudden you've got, like, a big gap, and you're like, oh, why is that there? Okay, this is confusing now, because... Actually, maybe it's not. It just means that bit isn't there, I think. That's the bit that I've done wrong. Yeah. Snaky Eyes says Epiphone are actually really, really good, and some models made better than Gibson, metal hardware, better durability. Maybe you're right. The pickup quality on my Explorer is definitely subpar. It could have done with a pickup upgrade. But the build of the guitar felt very nice, very sturdy, and it had a great sound to it as well. That's what's so weird about guitars, is like, especially if you're new to it all, like, it really is about your own ear for things. You could go in and say like, oh, you know, I want a really good sounding guitar, but that's based on your opinion actually and how you want to play it. But you'll pick up things as you go along, like you'll learn about all the different terminology and start to understand things. GTC says, X, when did you start playing Minecraft? I think it was March 2011 is when I started, so well over 5 years ago. Chamarak says, from the monsters' point of view, you and the hermits must be monsters as well. You kill all of them even though you don't need their drops and they're not bothering you, Force. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, yeah. You can look at this game any way you like, really. Let's put those there. That makes it nice and easy to assemble the next bit. So we just got to do this now and then look out for when we have another little bump in the road. I feel like I need some more blocks. Where are some more blocks? This way. Diamond Dude says, hey X, we ever play Terratech again? The new updates are much better. I could give it a shot again. I'll definitely keep my eye on that game. Considering they still frequently update it, I'll probably wait a fair while before I do that again. Crazy Banana says, I played guitar as a stage performance for my school for parents and students when I was 12. I'm 13 in this year. Well, keep playing, buddy. Like, that's a great age to start playing. By the time, you know, you're like 15, 16 or whatever, you could be ready to be in a band. You could be good enough to, like, make a record. You just don't know. You've got to do these things, right? So, no, actually, let's leave that. What did I come here for? Just a stack of that, really. That's all we need. Another great song on this record, by the way. The Loneliest Fighter. Yeah. Master Blaster says, remember to use middle click. You guys keep reminding me, I'll probably never remember, but I'll try. Projnuke says, why do you not play game server? I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, if you mean like right now, why am I not doing something different? It's because I'm doing Hermitcraft. We're doing the Hermitcraft. Sounds like a dance, doesn't it? Everybody do the Hermitcraft. What would that look like? Oh, I have no idea. Okay. Oh, it lines up again. Excellent. I thought for a second there it might not. Hey X, will there be a mod source free? Says Andrew W. No, there won't be a mod source free. I can safely say that won't happen. Let's put that down there. X, my dad started a band called Acid Rain, and the lead singer is now the singer of Ocean Colour Scene. I've not heard of either of those bands, but I'd have to go look them up, I guess. Right, this is where it goes up again, so before we manage to confuse ourselves, let's do some more oak. Oak will be the next one. Yep, that would be the place to start the oak. The oak's actually quite well done here, isn't it? What is this album called? Says CJD Simonet. Oh, you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. The name of the record is We Are the Past. It is definitely my favourite Orang records. This new Orang record is pretty awesome too. But We Are the Past is always my favourite. It's a really inspired record. Or inspiring, I don't know. Seems like both. X, you did the oak path wrong. Don't say that. Where did I go wrong? It looks right. Well, it's got to be right up to here. Did I make a mistake? No, I haven't made a mistake. I don't think it is wrong. X, do you think that Endermen should spawn from pearls, as we don't know how they are born, says Bifferal Gaming. Well, we don't know how any mob is born, because they all just appear randomly, is the nature of their inclusion into the game. But the origin of the Enderman, I don't know, you could create an interesting story for that. Ah, now here's where it goes... Wait, is that lower? How's this going to work? Let's do this bit, because it'll be easy. Ha, we're off. Damn it. Wait, no, this is where we go up by one, right? So... How did we do it here? We added 2 on that side, because that has to go up by 1. No, wait. Oh, this is extremely confusing. There you go. Right, 3 on that side, because it goes up by 1. So, where did oak go up by 1? Or does oak go up? Does oak go down? This is just confusing. So it's 2 and then 4 across there, because oak comes down. Weird. Weird. So, does spruce ever, like, go down the way that oak does? This is just so weird. No, that's still not right, because... Oh, maybe it's a case of... I'll go back and look at it again. Do we go like this? 1, 2, 3, and then you have one here? I think that's how you do it. Oh, I love this melody. This song's great. She says Winter Realm song. Oh my god, yeah, it's definitely a wintry song. X, what is your favourite Minecraft texture pack? The one that I'm using, Jonathan. It is the one that I'm using. Jonathan Power, another Jonathan, says, just tuned in, strange wood shapes are happening, panic. Yep, they are. They're definitely happening. So yeah, look, 4 and 2, that's how we did it before. So, oak seems to, like, get squashed downwards. I mean, maybe... No, yeah, it does seem... But then spruce has to sort of go up. And get, I don't even know what is going on right now. See, spruce has to go up again here. I reckon it's the timing. I reckon spruce is always the last one when you go up, perhaps? Yeah, look. So maybe that's why it gets to expand itself a little bit. Anyway, so spruce is now going to have to go up by 3, and it does it here, I believe? No, over by 1. 2, 3. Let's go check how we did it again before. Aha, so those two stay the same. So we go out by 3 and then it's 2 together. Broccoli says, hey X, who's your favourite non-Minecrafted related YouTuber? Oh, there's a few. At the moment I'll say Tom Scott's stuff's been really interesting. There's others as well. I like Numberphile and a whole bunch of channels really. There's so much stuff on YouTube. Default is the best texture pack by far. The glass texture could be better though, says DBS. I agree with you. That's why I changed my glass texture. Yeah, to me, default is the way to play the game. I can never watch people play in a texture pack. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because the game just looks like a different game. Right, let's keep doing this. I think we don't have to worry. I think we've got this right. Yep, look at that. Lines up perfectly. Wood gone crazy makes X lose his mind, says Arc81. I don't know, I feel like I'm staying sane at the moment. I'm sure we'll get a little bit further along and go, oh my god, everything is off by 1 block, and start crying. Actually, those ones can probably stay up there for now. Actually, that's a good point. What's Ren done with the roof? That's what I want to see. Okay, all of this has got to go just for now. So much of it. Okay, there we go. That's probably all of it. How about the Faithful texture pack, says such person. I can watch a little bit of Faithful, but it still like drives me mad. Watching Tango's videos, the andesite looks so different, and there's a few other textures that, although it's supposed to be Faithful, they've clearly been like steered, and I don't like it because if I look at Tango's builds in vanilla, they look different from in his videos. So Faithful's, I can put up with Faithful, but that's about it. Other texture packs just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at, you know? Like, I want to see what it looks like in vanilla, because that's how the game looks. What are we doing here? Why am I running back? I was going to go have a look at what Ren did. Yeah, that was it. Pat says, I'm late, sorry, what are you doing? No need to apologise, we're just working on our Logfellas tunnel. What are you doing, says Samp. Working on Logfellas tunnel. There you go, just answered it. Ren's one goes back way further, and I don't think he's done anything for the roof yet. Stop the music, please. It's too loud, says Ranger. I'm going to leave it on because this is what we always have on at this volume, and I don't see any need to change it. Mumbo's texture pack, though, says Martin. Yeah, the wall in Mumbo's texture pack, like it looks awful in survival. But the rest of it, I think, is faithful. So Ren only did this little bit here, and it looks like, oh, that looks really smart. That's very smart, actually. I like that a lot. We will do that very soon. That's going to look good. Well, we walked a long way to see that. We got, annoys me, did I miss, I don't think I missed Newton Squared. I think we missed a new subscriber 14 minutes ago. Jack Elliott 128, I'm so sorry for missing you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy today's stream. I Love Cat says, hey X, can you meow, please? Meow? No, apparently I can't. Simon B4 is here with a donation saying, had a mini heart attack this morning when my computer said no bootable media, but fine now. Loved Missile Wars and all the other mini games you have played. You should do more. Maybe a Missile Wars patrons versus Twitch subs. Interesting idea. I would love to do something like that with the patrons. Yeah, something like Missile Wars doesn't take too long, so it'd be easy to play a game. Problem is, there's a lot of patrons, there's a lot of Twitch subs, and if you do something like that, you generally play like maybe max 4v4, so you could easily disclude people as well, which is something I don't want to do. So I don't know if that would happen or not. Maybe you could do something with Missile Wars. Either way, thank you for your donation, buddy. Do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy today's stream. And yeah, Missile Wars is fantastic. I need like more excuses to play that game. It's so cool. I'll just do that wrong. I did. Totally wrong. But it's alright, don't worry about it. Redcraft is amazing, actually. You should check it out. True Vanilla. Well, True Vanilla is vanilla, or is it like a faithful that is actually just basically vanilla? But yeah, I don't see any reason to not play with vanilla for me. I've always liked this texture pack a lot. Well, texture pack is default, you know what I mean. Like, the look of it is fine to me. Lucas the Cool says, X, your server is really cool. Thanks, I'm glad you like it. I'm not sure if we're talking about Hermitcraft or or XVS, play.sumovoid.com. I'm going to guess play.sumovoid.com because that's actually my server. Cheeselord says, the app crashed, what are we doing? We're working on a tunnel. The Logfellas tunnel, which we've been doing for a while now. What server is this, says Wixie Doug. We're playing on the Hermitcraft server. Ah! Why has that happened? Interesting. Did I make a mistake, first of all? Is that always 2? Yep. That's... Did I make a mistake here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I going nuts? Yeah, no, that's definitely off. 1, 2... So I reckon maybe it's something I did further back that's caused an issue. Maybe that. No, because then it would be broken here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2... That's 5. That is 5. That is a mistake. Aha! Aha! Sweet. Well, now we know what's doing that. Right, wasn't I saying what this server was or something? This is the Hermitcraft server, y'all. Y'all. Alright. Bam, we'll put that there. Have I got any more of those? No. I need to fill that gap. Yeah, so it looks like I've done this sort of wrongish. Why do you do one side at a time and copy, says Captain Cuddles. I don't know, I just build it the way I build it. Like, I didn't really think about it that much. Now here's an interesting bit, because that's going to be... Oh, how do we do this? That is a good question. Right, I don't like the idea of it being raised directly next to that. Let's go... So what does it look like with 1, 2, 3? It's going to look a little bit ugly. Then we go into this. We can probably make that work, actually. Okay, so... Now what we've got to do is correct this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be oak. X, yours and Ren's tunnels look way different. Cheers! Do they? They're supposed to be identical. I've changed a couple of bits. I feel like that was a troll comment. There's no way they can look way different. They look almost the same. I think there's like subtle differences at this point. So all of that's got to come forward. Just double checking I ain't made the same mistake twice. That's wrong. What is he making, lol, says Quad Number. We're making a tunnel for our minecarts. Interesting, now spruce is the one that's like in the wrong spot for that bit. And I now have 2 of these. Got 1 left over. Where did I pick up like a spare one? Oh, maybe when I broke one of these it was 2 instead of 1 slabs. Miss Posiarch, I can't say your name, says X, your epic sode was amazing. Also, what tea are you drinking? We're drinking English breakfast today. Also, thanks for the reminder. Need a tea reminder. I've got another donation noise in the ear from T-Scene-YI saying, I cannot recall any other YouTube video that I've enjoyed as much as the episode. Outstanding job. XT is on me today. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I'm really glad you enjoyed the video. Yeah, the feedback on the episode has been like far great. I mean, I was aiming high. I was like, oh man, I want to make people enjoy this, but I was really not expecting that amount of love. MMH says, I want more episodes. It was amazing. Love your videos. Keep these coming. Yeah, everyone wants more. They really like them. Cheetah says, I guess just delay the step by 1. I could, but I'm just keeping it like the same as Ren's done it. I mean, I would have gone meticulously over this if I'd designed it myself, so kind of glad that Ren just put this thing together. Okay, so what we've got to look at is the difference here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th will be that. So when we come up here, we need to get back down there, but we also need to go up to the 5th. So let's build this next bit backwards to make sure we get this loop right. Again, this stuff, man, it takes forever. Like when you watch a video and you see, oh look, there's this tunnel here now. Now you got an idea of what goes into it. Hey X, do you listen to any Tool, says Mellow Pandas. I can't get into Tool. I've been trying to get into them for years. Whenever I put on one of their records, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't know why. 2, 3. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3. This is where it'll get interesting. How are we going to bring this down and make it connect? Don't tell me I'm running out of spruce. Oh, phew, we got a bit more. Ah, look at that. You see, that is, yeah, way too over. Okay, where are we going to make this work? So, we need 1 there, 1 there. Oh no, there, back by 1. And that's already in line with that, which is a bit much. Scavenger says, everyone shush, you will find out eventually. Find out what? What's going on? We got a resubscribe for 4 months in a row. It is Simon B4. Thank you so much for your resubscribe. Do appreciate it. I hope you... I hope you... Angry K9 says, X, my kitten Shadow and her sister Maris are both watching the stream. They're chasing your block hand each time you place a block. Lameo, what is it with cats and watching my streams, man? Everyone says that, like, I always get like a random picture from someone of like a cat just sitting on a laptop while my stream is on. I'm like, what is with these cats? Hey look! Hey look, this is what they were saying I will notice. They were saying I'll notice that eventually. I know it now. That's over by 1. So that means it's actually going to be the same as it was further back down. So how did we do that again? We had 3 and then that bit is going to be the same. Let's see if we can replicate our 3 and 1 the same. Oops, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, yep, next one. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Ugh, keep bumping up and down on things as I do this. And then the next bit is the same. So 1 there. Excellent, excellent, perfection. It worked just fine. So I guess we just stuck to the same shape, right? And then it goes up by 1 for this bit. I'm starting to wonder if this whole oak has 4 here is because we don't push oak up high enough. Like oak, there you go, there's the problem. Oak should be this high, right? So oak should have the same thing. It should have the 3 there. You know, I'm going to change that at some point because I don't like the way it goes flat there. I think it should go higher on the side. Well, that makes so much sense now. Blob says skibbity hop pop in the video pop pop. We've got to say that every stream. We've got to resubscribe for 4 months in a row. It is Prazzle1. Thank you for resubscribing, and also for another 4 months in a row. It is Sir Loafington. I do appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Post your music to YouTube, says Giddies. I already have done. There's a channel with my music on sitting out there on the interwebs. Okay, so, right, we are... That's some dirty rotted flesh that I'm apparently eating. Tatty Banter says, what happened? I figured out that I don't like the way we're doing the oak here. Right, this is where oak right here should go higher. So we are going to remove that. And you might be thinking, oh, don't do this. But I think we can rebuild it quickly. It shouldn't be too much difficult. Too much difficults, alright? It won't be too much of the difficults. Let's slap that down on there. Okay. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... No, actually it would start there, wouldn't it? So we're going to hide that little transition over here, where it's a lot less visible. And then the next one is... Right, so all of this needs to be dug away up to the next bit, which is quite a way over here. Well, it's actually quite a bit of work then. Have you heard of Winter Gatton? If not, you should check them out. Feel free to tweet it to me. When I check my feed, I will check out any bands on there. Right, this will also mean the transition of the roof will be in the same spot each time, I just realised. Okay, then the next one starts here, and then starts there, and we've got to mine that out. It's all good. It's all gravy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Hey X, do you play the bass guitar, says Mellow Pans? I don't, but as a guitarist I like to believe I can play a bass guitar. Because they're quite similar. I have played on a bass guitar, just I don't own one. X, have you considered doing a real life video? I've done real life videos. If this is a real life video, is it? I'm not in a fake life, am I? I'm messing with you. I realise that joke's terrible. Yeah, I've done vlogs and stuff, and I plan to do more in the future. Hey X, I have an idea for you. You can do in Hermitcraft. Do you comedy show with other hermits? That's kind of a cool idea, but I'm not a comedian. I wouldn't have any jokes. I heard a great joke yesterday. What was it? How do you weigh a hipster? Right now, I'm not going to wait for your reply. I'll tell you the answer because this is a chat thing. How do you weigh a hipster with an Instagram? Ah, that one cracks me up. That's a great joke. It's so cheesy. Oh. Okay, right. Next one starts there, there, and there. We get to dig that away all the way to the front, which isn't very far. I really like the changes that we've made here, by the way. I feel it's so much neater like this. We got a noise here, noise in the ear, donation here, have no fear. It's from Simon B4 again, saying, on the new Skyblock patron server, I'm known as the Crazy Hat Man. I'm always going around collecting new hats to wear, in the game that is, and shouting hats when I see one. Awesome. Yeah, I think I played with the hats mod on Mod Source. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both Mod Source had the hat mod. Yeah, they did. Yeah, the hats one is really fun. There's so many of them though. Like, if you try and collect them all, it might take you a long time. But there's a lot of them. Either way, buddy, thank you for your donation. Do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. What happens here is it goes down to there. Excellent. No, that's wrong. Right, does this line up? Yes, it does. Excellent. That looks so much better like that, I think. So we'll keep it like that. Aha! And now we've come up to where we are currently. It feels like I haven't actually built a lot of this. We've spent a lot of live streams working on this tunnel, and it still don't feel like we got that far. Fexy says, legends say a Sumer has never made a funny joke. Jokes X, love your vids. Okay. I will not proclaim myself as any form of comedy person. Or a funny person, if you know what I mean. I like jokes. I like goofy ones. Like ones that are sort of funny because they're not sometimes. That's the kind of joke I like. X, what do you call a cow without any legs? Ground beef! Banker man, there you go, that's a cool one. I like that. You're 1 block behind, says Harif KS. I'm 1 block behind. Where? Am I being trolled? I don't think we're 1 block behind. I feel like I might have made a mistake somewhere. I don't know. If we make a mistake, it will line up with this thing eventually, or not line up with it. We'll see it before it hurts us. X, what's going on, says Mr. Whizbiz. We are just working on our tunnel, the Logfellas tunnel. You can tell it's a Logfellas tunnel because of all the logs. X, do you eat Hitman, says Nuke. I eat Hitman for breakfast. I don't know what that sentence means. It sounds so strange to say I eat Hitman for breakfast. What? I don't even know. Oh, placing them in all the wrong spots there. Now I'm trying to eat. Come on. Let's clear that up. There we go. What do you call a creeper spawn on the Hermitcraft server? Mumbo, says Giddies. Draw says, just entered, what did you do? I don't know what I did, I've just been working on this tunnel here. The Dorchness says, how can you tell if a violist is trying to enter your residency? Because they've lost the key and they don't know where to come in. Hello everyone. Yeah, that's an awesome joke, I like that one. Aha. How do you know when to stop the Hermitcraft IV series? And love your videos, the epic. Why are people like Adventure Squiddy? Why do people keep asking about when season 4 is going to end? Are we not enjoying season 4? It's been fantastic so far, and there's no end in sight. I mean, there's just so much stuff to do in Minecraft, and we've only been playing on this for a few months. There's so much more to do. Yeah, it doesn't even need to be a discussion about the end of this season. Season's just getting started, right? Okay, so this one right here is where it goes up again, is what I've just realised. So we go 1, 2, and then, no, 3 would be there, and then when it goes there, it's going to be in the same spot. I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure I got it down by now. Excellent, like that. The server is 1 year long, says Osbridge. Nope, there is no, you know, there's no time put down on it. We play for whatever's right. I imagine this server will last like a lot longer than a year. Servers generally do on Hermitcraft will last well over a year. And if you just think about how well this season has started off and how much stuff there is to be done in Minecraft, like I could see this being a long season because we've got, you know, so many passionate people playing on here. Okay, is that correct? I think that is. 1, 2, 3, and one down here. And dear God, it's off. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, it's not off. Oh. How did I get that wrong? We got a donation here, Noise in the Ear, from Brumox saying, not subbing, I'm never up at this time on normal days, but have fun. Well, you don't have to sub if you don't want to. Thank you for the donation though, it makes a difference, so do appreciate it. We've got another one here as well from Dumb_Pap. Dumpap says, hey, can you say Rodgrod med Flod from a Danish dude? And there is a translation here. I'm actually going to open that up right now. Oh, will it let me? Oh, I can't. Wait, well, let's click on it. I might be able to read that. Thank you for the donation, buddy. What did I just say? Apparently, I just said exactly the same thing. Translate to English, man. Where be English on here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, it's literally the one below it. Red porridge with cream. Red porridge with cream, everyone. I would have never guessed that that's what it said. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Do appreciate it. JG says, is there usually a break between Hermitcraft seasons? Not for me. It depends. Like, for someone who stops playing at some point, then there is a break. But for me, it's like, if a new season starts, I'll keep the series going, you know. Maybe there'll be like a week with 1 episode or no episodes. But it won't be like a big break. Or at least that's not how it's been done in the past. How do you get Pikachu on a bus? You Pokemon, says King's Squidge. I guess with Pokemon Go it might be possible to get a Pikachu when you're on a bus. I keep seeing people walking around with like their phone out, and I am wondering, are you playing Pokemon Go? There was a couple walking their dog this morning, and all of a sudden they just like walked across the path into a bush, and then they walked back again, and I noticed they had their phone out in front of them. They seemed like they weren't paying too much attention to where they were going. So I think they were playing Pokemon Go. If Apple built a car, it have windows, assume avoid. If Apple built a car, would it have windows? I think is the joke. Because of operating systems and companies and stuff like that. Tech companies, right. Tech company joke, that was. Right, we're still... Oh my god, it feels like I've been doing this forever and it's just a short journey down there. Either way, we've sussed out the building technique for this now. Sussed it out. X, did you have a problem? Did you see what Cub did in your tunnel to Scar Tree? Says Quadsy. Yeah, we saw it and we took care of it. We absolutely took care of it. We played a little prank on him, so to speak. Right, that's going to come down over there. Oh, that's actually me out of my oak wood. So I need to get some more. Let's do some more sprucey then. Hey X, this tunnel is nearly done, says Skit Sketch. It sort of is, isn't it? It still feels like... Well, no, actually it's not, because the wood's going to be in place, but then we've got to do a load more building in here, and it might be a while before it's actually done. Oh, I love this song. Summer of the Troll. This is the perfect song for mischievous activities, whatever they are. And that is going to be it. Not like that. Oh, maybe one more. Bam, we're out of wood. We're out of wood, peeps. That's it for the tunnel today. I've got to chop down a lot more wood to get more of this done. This is just our live stream project now, by the way. Tim S says, which other hermits do you watch? I try and like watch a bit of everyone's videos. Tango I watch a lot of, like a lot of his episode, and Iskau as well. I generally watch her a lot, and Ren. There's probably someone else I'm gonna easily forget. It's too easy to do that. Yeah, I generally watch like a fair bit of theirs. Well, I tend to like watch everyone's, but just sort of skip through it a bit and figure out what's going on, because I don't have time to watch it all. Anyway, what is this song, says Lex Boss? It's Summer of the Troll. Let's walk through here. So, if you weren't aware, this is now a live stream project. Like, this tunnel and the stuff around the corner is just something we do in a stream, and I don't really like make it a part of the videos to like do updates, you know. This is what I've been doing in this area. Maybe I'll talk about it from time to time, but in general, this is just like a live stream project, and Ren's going to be doing the same thing as well. Like, he'll be working on his Logfellas stuff in a live stream. Hey X, try search Rogod Med Fodge on YouTube, says Dumpap. I could do that, couldn't I? See what this porridge with red is, or whatever. I've forgotten already. Red porridge? Red sauce in a porridge? I don't know. Randy Nicole says the real problem with games like that is that we are becoming a society that doesn't know how to socialise. I don't agree with that. And people always get crazy about, well, society's falling apart because people, like, it happened when people first got mobile phones, right? I was around when mobile phones first took off and became like a thing that a lot of people started having, and like young people, myself included, everyone started texting all the time. People love sending text messages, right? I mean, even that's sort of been phased out a bit now. And man, so many old people overreacted. They're like, oh my god, society's falling apart. These kids are just texting now. They're not talking. They don't know how to socialise. Like, and it's just, now that's just how people socialise. They use, you know, chat programs and do a lot of communication via electronic devices. It's just a silly like overreaction. You know, society just evolves. Things just change and move from one thing to the next. And yeah, I don't know. Angry K9 says, people said the same thing about society when television came out, and before that, when the newspaper came out, etc. Yeah, exactly. Although I would say that I think television has had a massive change on the way people think and live their lives. I think television is, you know, sit down and turn off your brain, basically, a lot of the time. And I think then, if you wanted to look for some big change, you know, what did people do before the television? I don't know, but the television, like sitting down and watching that, is like a big change. Not saying for the worst or for the best, just making an observation. Kamuka says, hello X, you are my favourite hermit. I watch your vids from Hermitcraft Season 2. I agree with everything you say. Keep up the good work. 500k in YouTube's subs. Thank you for the lovely message. Thank you for letting me know how long you've been watching for. Just got back from going out shortly. What have I missed? As AM6492. We did a lot of work on the Logfellas tunnel, but other than that, it's not been. Angry K9 says they listen to radio before television. Hey, maybe that's not the biggest shift. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something, don't know how to say it. Peeps, that is going to be it from me with this live stream today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who donated, subscribed, resubscribed, hang out in chat, hit the follow button and all that good stuff. And if you haven't hit the follow button, be sure to do so. I stream every other day. On the weekends it'll be in the morning at this time. We would do a raid, but I doubt anyone is streaming. However, I will check to see if anyone is streaming, but will be doubtful. No one's streaming. I also had a message on my screen from Autumn. Oh yeah, we read that one. Cool peeps, so that's it. Thank you for checking out the stream today. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.